Hi guys, today we are planning our op art project. So some things to remember as you're creating a design. We're trying to create a successful illusion, right? That's the point of this project, using the tools we have to create something that creates that retinal flash, that illusion of movement. So four main tips. Using opposite colors. So that means either using colors that are opposite, complementary colors of the same value, which is what we talked about yesterday. You could also use values that are opposite, meaning black and white. Using number two, clean lines. So this is part of why, if you're doing this on the computer, I would recommend using Paint 3D. If you're doing this on paper, I would recommend using something, maybe markers or pens, something that you can create clean lines with and solid colors. So yeah, you don't want a lot of messy or scratchy, scribbly lines. You want your colors to be as solid as possible, and your lines to be as, clean as possible. Third is narrow spaces. So you're going to be alternating your colors, in the design that you draw. And the narrower those alternations are, the stronger the retinal flash, the better the illusion. Right, so not like leaving wide stripes, nice narrow stripes, and they can vary. They can be narrow in one part of the picture and wider in other parts of the picture. But having some place where they're really narrow will improve the illusion. And last, no dominant color. So this means, using the same amount of both colors, right? So you're picking two colors, either complementary colors or black and white, and if you were to say use a lot of purple with a little bit of yellow, it would look like you'd have yellow, some kind of yellow object on top of a purple background, right? That's how our eye reads it when there's a lot more of one color than the other. So by using the same amount of each color approximately, then that improves the illusion by they blend together into one surface, and then those colors are kind of, bouncing off each other. So that using that same, amount, alternating between the two colors evenly, will improve your illusion. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these examples again, and I will post the link to this presentation that you're welcome to look at on your own time, if you like. Right, so what we're doing today is a planning sketch, right? So we've done this in a number of other projects. This is a quick, it can be messy sketch of, what it is you want to do in your picture, right? So you're going to plan it out, figure out what shapes you're using, where you're putting things on your page, so that when you move on to the final project, you know what you're doing and you're not going to mess up or do something and realize you don't like it, right? That's why we plan first. So I'm going to go through some examples, and I just want you to think about which ones you like the best, what it is you like about them. You're welcome to choose one you like and, kind of try and copy it with your own colors. Although I would be really excited if you could, create your own design inspired by these, right? So ideally you would, look at these and kind of take these ideas and meld them into your own design. Right, so there are a lot of stripes happening in all of these pieces, or, even if it's a more organic picture, kind of lines, even if they're curvy, just alternating back and forth, right? That alternation of the colors in a narrow space creates that intensity that creates that retinal flash. So the first thing I want you to do, especially if you're not sure what it is you want to make, is to do a Google image search. we're looking for op art. And I'll show you a few different ways to search so that you can find some different pictures that can inspire you to kind of figure out what it is you want to do. This is a particularly cool one. It's like really, the illusion is really intense, right? It's like pulsating. This is not a video. Here's another new one from since last time. Right, and so the next few I have are organic examples, right? So the last ones were a little more geometric, which is to say kind of mathematical figures, you know, using perfect circles, squares, you know, straight lines, whereas the next few examples are a little more organic. So, you know, depending on your style, what you prefer, you're welcome to choose either geometric or organic, and I'll show you how to do both of those styles in Paint 3D. And again, you can also do this on paper. All right, so I'm going to show you, so we're going to do a Google image search, right? It's just called OpArt, O-P-A-R-T, image search. Right, so when you first search op art, it'll bring up this, mostly black and white, a lot of the same stuff that we've already looked at, but maybe you'll find something new in here that, oh, this is a cool one I haven't seen before, eye inspired. But if you exhaust this and you're still not sure what you want to do, I just want to show you a couple other ways to search in here. So if you click on Tools, go to color, they have all these colors that you can choose a color and it'll give you images that are predominantly that color. So this way you can get some different results that you haven't seen yet. So what I'd like you to do, particularly if you're not sure yet what it is you want to do for your project, look around here, find one or two that you really like to use as inspiration. So if you do find something, always, you know, save it, right? So right click, copy image or save image as. I'm just going to copy it and put it over here in my, my PowerPoint. Right, to save it, so I can always find it. I don't have to do my Google search again. All right, so it's nice to find two, so that you're not just copying one picture. Right. So I like both of these. And they also have kind of a similar thing going on that I could incorporate. So, so now I'm going to start my sketch, and I'm going to open up Paint 3D. Right. So if you haven't really used Paint 3D yet, you're going to type in your search bar, Paint 3D, and so it's this blue square with a rainbow drop. That's the program you're looking for. So again, this is your sketch. I'd like you to draw it with marker. Don't bother with the 2D shapes for the sketch. You're welcome to use them for the final project, but I find them a little time consuming for, you know, a quick sketch. So I'm going to adjust my canvas, and you're welcome to do this as well. So if you click on canvas, I'd like mine to be more square. And let's make a nice big square. Okay, I'm going to go back to brushes. I'm on my marker, and so right, the images I picked were both very circular, right? So they're all going to this one point in the center, but I kind of like this kind of spiraling. So maybe I'm gonna put some curved lines out from the center. All right, so this is a good example of what a sketch could look like. You know, I know that I'm gonna add more lines, right? More lines closer together, but I get the basic feel of where those lines are gonna be. You know, they're gonna be in between the existing lines. So this is a really good, you know, simple planning sketch that shows me, the teacher, what you, the student, are thinking of doing. And I would love to see this sketch before you start your final. So go ahead and put this in your PowerPoint. And a quick, easy way to do that is I'm going to choose this, can't see it, select here. I'm going to drag it over. This selects the whole thing. I can right-click, copy, right-click, paste. Right. So now I know exactly what you're thinking about doing here. And we've already got your complementary colors from last time. So this is a full plan here that we've got. I will see you, oh, what I wanted to do, that's the other thing I wanted to do. So in case, for whatever reason, if this method isn't working for you, the other way to insert this into your PowerPoint would be to go to Menu, Save, Art Sketch, right, Save, and then in my PowerPoint, insert Pictures, this device. Where are my pictures? And I call it Op Art Sketch. Oh, that's a different one. Well, I guess I forget what I called it. Here's a different Op Art Sketch I made. All right, you get the idea. So, thank you so much. I will see you next time to start the final project for this.